Good afternoon. Good evening, guys. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's well. Hope everybody's feeling better than I'm feeling because I'm not feeling great. A few more symptoms came on today. My voice is somewhat back right now, but it's been kind of coming and going. I shared in a meeting earlier today, and it was real bad. I've got a sore throat now, on top of losing my voice and watery eyes and sneezing my brains out with what little I have. But we're still we're still participating in our recovery, right? I wanted to share on the JFT, the Just for Today, real quick. I'm trying to remain vigilant and participating even when I don't want to and don't feel like it. And I'll just be honest, I really didn't want to today, but I'm pushing myself to stay vigilant. And I hope you guys do the same. Welcome everybody that's coming in. The JFT today was making mountains out of molehills. Who has done that? I can make mountains out of molehills, or a friend of mine today in a meeting said volcanoes. I turned those mountains into volcanoes. Let me go into the reading and then I'll share on it here real quick. If you guys want to comment on it, please comment and I'll get to them and share some gratitude. If you guys want to share some gratitude, I'm always down for that. You guys know me. I love hearing that daily gratitude. Let me bring up the screen for you guys real quick. The meditation today was making mountains into molehills. Says when we stop living in the here and now, our problems become magnified unreasonably. Some of us seem to make mountains out of molehills with our problems, when life shows up. Even those of us who's found some measure of serenity have probably blown a problem far out of proportion. I do. I'm guilty of that. At some time in our recovery. And if we haven't done so yet, we probably will before long. Believe that. When we find ourselves obsessed with a complication in our life, again, when life shows up, we will do well to sharply remind ourselves of all that is going right. Daily gratitude. I just said that. Perhaps we're afraid we won't be able to pay our bills for the month. Instead of sitting at the calculator, adding our financial liabilities over and over again, we can take stock in our efforts to reduce expenses. Kind of getting into the solution, right? Following this mini inventory, we continue with the task at hand and remind ourselves, as long as we are doing the footwork, putting in the work, staying vigilant. I'm sick as hell with COVID and I'm putting in the work. A loving higher power will care for our lives. That's why I always say having faith and trust in something greater than myself and letting go of that self-will, right? Mountain-sized problems happen sometimes. They happen all the time. Life's going to show up, guys. But we don't need to create them. Trust in a loving God of our understanding, of your understanding, will put most of our problems in their proper perspective. We no longer need to create chaos, and I loved it, to feel excited about our lives. Our recovery gives us countless real life opportunities for excitement and drama. And you can hear Addie in the background. We're both. Say a prayer for us, guys. I will take a realistic look at my problems and see that most of them are minor. I will leave them that way and enjoy my recovery. Enjoy your recovery, guys. Be grateful that you're clean today and that you're participating in your recovery. This is my spin on it. I can get overwhelmed when life shows up really quick. I can pour myself to death. I'm hard on myself. I'm my own worst critic. When those feelings show up and you're really going through it, whether you're struggling with mental health struggles, you're struggling with a loved one maybe someone that passed away in recovery. It happens. Um, Embrace those feelings. Feelings suck. Embrace those feelings, man. Um, I can blow things out of proportion really quick and really easy, and overthink things. The obsession, the compulsion, the OCD that I'm sure many of us struggle with. I do. Um, it was easier for me to give up. It was easier for me to say, fuck it. It really was, because I struggle with control. It was easier to give up and say F it than it was, just to cover up the pain and the feelings I was dealing with. And that was a choice. Uh, I chose to do that for over 20 years of my life. Self will, my stinking thinking, this messed up thought process. Um, I was Nancy negative on every situation that came at hand, gloom and doom. I would just blow it all out of proportion, um, because I loved the chaos that talked about in that reading, probably more than my drug of choice. And it was just easier to stay in that than to really feel it. Um, the solution for me, guys, what works for me may not work for you, but this is my solution. Um, we all have a choice, and I choose to stay in this solution today. I have to slow myself down. I have to pump the brakes. I have to do this daily and stop and think. And if I don't have the answers, I have to reach out and use my support network, talk to my sponsor, speak to someone that loves and cares about me in recovery, use those recovery toolbox, rip that lid off, throw it away. Good friend of mine, Scotty, says that all the time. And get in there and use the recovery toolbox that's there daily, day in and day out, and use it. Practicing the principles, working on my steps, which I'm happy and proud and there's a lot of gratitude. I'm on step 2 now, guys. It's amazing. Um, that's where I'm at in my recovery right now. But that was the one thing, um, that I thought I knew best, and I didn't need to work steps and work with a sponsor. And I'm doing that today, and I'm really grateful for that. Um, Faith and trust in a higher power, something greater than myself, for all solutions for me. Prayer works for me daily, guys. Give it over, turn it over, ask for help. Like life showed up for us this week, with COVID, and being off work. Um, I'm blessed and I'm extremely grateful today that I have a checking account, that I have a bank card, that I have a savings account, that I have more than 2 nickels to rub together in my pocket. 40's life. Oh shit. So I don't have to make mountains out of molehills. I don't have to blow things out of proportion and worry. I've got a backup plan, and one thing I had written down was, try to have a plan, for when life shows up and you're struggling. What are you going to do? Ask yourself that, some call it a relapse prevention plan. What are you going to do? I know that was always a question on those crazy relapse prevention plans that I did in treatment. Um, it's a legitimate question. It really, really is. Um, for those that work 12-step programs, and I don't care which one you work, the answers are in your step work. Dig into it. Talk to your sponsor, your mentor, for when these life moments and when they show up. So you don't have to blow things out of proportion and you can stay in a solution. Today I'm very solution based, more so than I ever have been. And I'm grateful for that. I'm a problem solver. I'm still an overthinker. I still overthink things and I'm working on it. I'm getting better. Um, it's just a blessing. It just really is a blessing that I can slow myself down and stop and think, and not blow things out of proportion like I used to. I'm going to jump into some of these comments because I see a bunch on here and I don't have all the names. Addie's going to help me out. Um, Somebody said, hey, hello, welcome everybody. That's Lori and Kenda. Um, Not feeling better. For whoever asked if I'm feeling better. Yeah, I'm not, Kenda. That's my friend. That's part of my recovery support. Big part of my personal recovery, guys. I love her dearly. I miss hearing her in meetings. Hint, hint. Um, but maybe one day in the near future, I may be able to coax her into coming on here and sharing her experience, strength, and hope. We need some strong-willed women on here. Another hint. I'm putting her on the spot, guys, because I love this woman, and she's a recovery warrior. She's badass, and she's got a great story. Super grateful today. Lori, new job. Congratulations. And it's the one I wanted and needed. Life will be more balanced. Grateful for unusually warm winter in the ATX. Love you all. Hope you feel better fast. We're having unusually warm weather here. We had 3, 4 inches of snow on the ground, and now it's all gone. And it was like 50 degrees here today. Yeah, it'll be like 12 tomorrow. So, welcome to Ohio. That's normal Ohio weather for those that live in tri-state, Cincinnati, Dayton area where I'm at. That's just where it's at. Addie said she's grateful for her bestie, Sam, for bringing some homemade soup to us today. It was really good, and some supplies to help us feel better because we're both isolated right now, guys. And being isolated in an efficient apartment, you're really isolated. For those that have lived or are currently living in an efficiency apartment, my bathroom's to the right. I'm sitting on my bed currently right now. The TV in the kitchen's to the left. You have now seen our efficiency. Uh, it's that small, but you know what? That's a blessing in recovery because a year and a half ago, I was homeless. So I'm extremely grateful for our little spot, our 450 square foot spot. I am super grateful. Uh, 2 cars. I could go on and on about gratitude. You guys know I love talking about gratitude. Tanya, welcome. Hello. She says, hi, everyone. Um, who's this here? Hon? Lori. What's Lori saying here? We think of bumps in terms of roadblocks or a roadblock. Sorry, my eyes are watering and I'm sneezing my brains out, so it's hard for me to read. It's super small in here. Think of them in terms of perspective. It is. The goal is to smooth out the laws. It's important to keep the right perspective. Embrace feelings, but keep breathing. Take a deep breath and slow down. I agree. And don't act when feelings are out of balance. That's that whole choice of reacting or responding to any situation that pops up in life when life shows up. That's a choice, guys. Getting perspective first would be best for you, yeah, and me before I act. It is. It really is. You got to slow yourself down and stop and think about the choice you're about to make, and whether it's the correct one or not. And if you're not for sure, that's why I say it's so important to reach out to your support network and ask. I need help all the time, guys. I'm not, I'm not the amazing Kreskin. I wish I was. That would be flipping amazing. But I need help. That's the beauty of the word we, and together we're stronger, because I can't do this alone. I need each and every one of you guys. Tanya says she is grateful for waking up and not being in prison. Amen, sister. You don't have to hear count time. Get on your bunk. You don't have to eat ramen noodles and making breaks. In Indiana, they call them slams. I did my time in Indiana. So anyone that's ever been incarcerated in Indiana, it's not a break like it is in most places. It's called a slam. Just FYI. I don't know why I said that, but I've done it. I've been there, and it's not fun. For being sober, and my family and friends are here. That's another blessing right there. Friends and family, the new support network, loved ones starting to come around in my life. It's amazing. It's an amazing feeling, guys. Scott, I am grateful to be here today. God gave me and each and every one of us another day today, and grateful to be clean today. Amen, brother. Seize the opportunity, guys. There is opportunity daily. Go after it. Chase those opportunities like you used to chase your dope, your drug of choice. Um, I don't care what your drug of choice was. Mine originally, for those that don't know me super well, was food. Um, I don't recommend chasing it like food because as you can see, I've gained a little bit of my sexiness back, but that's okay. Um, I'm okay with that today. But yeah, chase that opportunity like you used to chase your dope. Can't share the video. What? I know if you're in a private group, you probably can't. If you go to the main page or the blog page, and or I'm streaming right now on YouTube under the Dayton Strong Recovery 101 YouTube channel. Subscribe to it, like it. You can share off of that anywhere. Um, I have a very small fan base on there. So if you guys haven't gone to it, please share it. It just uploads to it directly like it does anywhere else. But I'd appreciate your support. Um, Grateful. This is Kenda, guys. I am so grateful that I can wake up without having to want to put something in my body to function or to feel okay. Amen, sister. Man, I am so happy I am not obsessing every morning when I wake up. Where the hell am I going to get another one? Where am I going to sleep at? Whose couch am I going to crash on today? What bridge am I going to sleep under? What portalet's the cleanest, if that's even a thing, that I'm going to sleep in Cincinnati because it's cold out and snowing. And my dumbass got kicked out of the homeless shelter for fighting and overdosing and doing what addicts do in the chaos. Um, Man, I don't miss that. And that hits home, Kenda. It really, really does, because that's real talk right there. Tanya said she's guilty of that myself. I think too much sometimes. I drive myself crazy. Yeah, thinking. I overthink things and I overcomplicate things. It is so easy for me to do. That's why I have to remind myself. I used to have slow down on the back of my phone for the longest time because I have to remind myself that daily because I get ahead of myself. I really do. I'm bad and I struggle with it all the time. Tanya said, congratulations, Lori, on the new job, winning. Blessings of recovery. I'm proud of you, Lori. You know I am. Addie's proud of you too. Tanya replying to Scott. Amen, bro. Yeah, it's amazing. Perspective. Tanya said perspective. I'm just reading through them here real quick before I close out, guys. And Tanya said, yeah, she don't miss that shit either. I don't. A lot of us relate. That's the beauty of this program is the relatable experience. Quite honestly, guys, I think the relatable experience, the therapeutic value of one person, one addict, one alcoholic, whatever you call yourself, whatever program you're working, it doesn't matter. It's all of us can relate and help one another. That's when I personally kept coming back to the meetings, and it was because of that relatable word, that message of hope that I heard in my personal first Narcotics Anonymous meeting that I went into. Um, they got me to keep coming back. It was the love and the fellowship of the people in the rooms and hearing that lived experience, strength, and hope. And I was like, wow, I am not so unique. I am not the only one out there struggling. And these people actually may get me. And I kept coming back. Someone planted that seed. Someone practiced step 12. And I kept coming back. And thank God I didn't lose my life between then and now because that was over 20 years ago, guys. I'm blessed. I'm truly, truly, truly blessed. I just reread my own comment and we have to laugh it out. Lori. Yeah. I'm having a hard time reading it right now because of my vision. And I'm wanting to sneeze on you guys right now. And I'm trying my damnedest not to. And my eyes are watering. Addie said I'm a smart ass. I don't know about a smart guy, but thank you, Addie. And Tanya said there's so much more to life than that lifestyle. Amen. Life is so beautiful if we just focus on finding the lessons of our journey and walking with humanity, being kind and loving one another. I'm adding this, and being quick to forgive, and most of all, love. There you go, right there. You nailed it. Well said, my friend. I appreciate it. I appreciate you and all your support, Tanya, and the things you're helping out with in the closed group. I really appreciate you. You're loved, guys. Please stay vigilant in your recovery. Participate daily. Like I just said, I'm not feeling well and I'm still here and I'm participating. Remain vigilant. Stay positive. I love you guys and I will talk to you guys soon. Everyone have a great night and thanks for being on here and listening.